So, I posted up another poll on Twitter yesterday, just to sort of say, any ideas of what you want to see me stream. I'm always interested in hearing. Interestingly enough, I used exactly the same tags and everything, and only got 2 people. 8 people voted last time, which surprised the hell out of me, I'll admit. So I guess 2 is the level I should expect. And I gave a choice of 4 games. It was either More Anno 2205, which was fine. It could have been recently. Well, it's been out for a while, but it's recently hit version 1.0. A sort of real-time strategy game called Northgard, which I've been sort of messing around with lately. I was going to sort of get into the single player on that. All of these are still possible for games for the future, for the record. Another idea was West of Loathing. I was thinking I might try to do an RPG, and I got a couple in mind. They're not like JRPGs, like the straightforward kind. They're kind of off. One thought was West of Loathing. The other thought was actually Fallout New Vegas, which I've been thinking about maybe playing again lately, and I could stream that. It's a fun game, and of course, you guys could help me make choices about how much of an asshole I'm going to be in that. That's a possible stream idea for the future. And the other idea, of course, was Subnautica, and I talked about maybe doing Subnautica on my first live stream. It's just a possible idea. I just sort of threw it out there, saying, "Hey, I could do a live stream of Subnautica. It's a fun game, but it's quite a long game." This is the thing. I want to keep live streaming to sort of relatively short games. I know some games are going to be long because you don't necessarily know how long a game is, until you start, until you get to the end, really. So. But, I kind of want to use live streaming to do really sort of long games, especially RPGs, because RPGs are so friggin' long. If you can sit down and grind for an hour and a half, that's fine. But obviously, you can't just do that on a Let's Play. You can Let's Play RPGs, but you either have to have super long episodes, which again, you might as well be live streaming them anyway, or you cut it up into such small chunks, a lot of episodes, nothing will happen because you're busy grinding. Either that or you got to do a mammoth amount of editing on it, and it's not always worth it. You can do editing on RPG stuff, because I know that people, when they do Pokemon, they like to put stats and stuff in sidebars and things like that. I did consider doing that on a Let's Play, but that kind of fell through because none of the stats of monsters or any of that stuff is actually knowable. We tried to hack into the game files, but it's all encoded, so that didn't really work out. Anyway, I should probably get going. Let's start a new game. Look at that. Freedom. That's probably how I'm going to be playing it, actually, because you got the 4 different things. Creative, that pretty much speaks for itself. That's just build whatever the hell you want. Because obviously there's no oxygen or food stuff. There's no story in that one either. So all the story of Subnautica. And originally, I remember when I first got this game. This is going to be a slight sidetrack before we even get to the game. But when I first got it, there was almost no story. And I always just think, wow, that's weird. Why would you talk about no story when there isn't a story in the game? It's just an ocean sandbox. No, they were planning a story. From step 1, they were planning a story. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm definitely not playing it on hardcore. I mean, it really is a choice between survival and freedom. And the reason why I'm thinking, okay, let's do freedom, because I really don't want to have to faff about with water and food. To be honest, it's a little more annoying than not. At least I found it more annoying than not. It's probably been tweaked and changed in recent months, but again, I kind of like the freedom that the freedom mode gives you. So we'll just sit here. This takes a while to load, so we'll just sit here and let it do its thing. Yeah, initial loading is a while. If I ever stream this again, then obviously I'll cut out the initial loading and just go straight into the game. The science vessel Aurora. That's our ship. It's not looking so good. It could be better. It's a nice design for the ship. I like it. It's kind of very smooth and very sort of high tech. The thing is, it does actually look a bit like a submarine, which I think is rather ironic. You got the thing at the top, and the little sort of, you got all the propellers, the engines out back. And I do quite like the design for it. You could almost imagine that if this thing wasn't crashing, it could theoretically go underwater. But, yep, so we'll just sit here on the waiting screen. Do 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 do. Oh, hey, here we go. Yay. Press any button to continue. I can't find the any key. Now let's just do it.
Power failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship.
Oh no.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
I like how he doesn't even wait to see if someone follows him. Just no, in and gone. That's it. Fuck everyone else. Go boom. Hello. Hi. I remember one of the in the early version, this intro didn't exist. It was just like a dialogue thing. Just said, you know, the Aurora has crashed. You're the only survivor. Good luck, and that was more or less it. But nope, we got a little more snazzy intro. So grab the extinguisher and we use it. Come on. Woo! Oh yeah. Success. Wakey wakey. Booting. It's nice. I love all the little touches this game has. It's really fun.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome.
Yay.
This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Yay. So this is literally our inventory. Open tab, you can just go into it. You got your normal inventory there, your equipment there, that's all pretty standard. Blueprints, this is literally everything you can make. We'll be diving into that now and then. Beacons, I'll get into later. Photos, that speaks for itself. This is like your log, keeps track of everything that you've like heard and listened to. And then you got your data bank, which is your basic kind of codex kind of thing. Now, I'm gonna want to drop that there for now because we don't need it. Medical kit fabricator, useful. This is unfortunately damaged, but we don't have it at the moment. So let's go and have a look outside. Hello. Birdie bird. Not looking too good.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure.
Yeah.
Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Yeah. So there's a reason this game is called Subnautica. It's a bit wet on this planet. There's obviously you have the sun. Obviously it's midday because it's always midday at the start of these games. And you may notice there's a big ass planet that actually seems to rotate around us. That's hopefully we'll be able to catch something pretty with that. Anyway, Banzai. I love the look of this game. This game is just amazing. It looks so good and so pretty. They've actually updated the graphics several times over the course of the development of this game. Oh look, it's hard to tell there, but that's actually saying sandstone because you can break. Oh no, that's limestone. There's limestone and then there's sandstone. Copper
is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. New creature discovered. Oxygen.
Oxygen, oxygen, oxygen.
Alien
yeah, this is the thing.
May have unexpected applications.
You've got to be careful with this because it's so easy to sort of lose yourself down here. Anyway, right, first thing we need to do, we need to gather some mushrooms. Some acid mushrooms, and we need more copper. So where's more limestone chunks? We can hover above this thing and it will blop, blop, blop. Oh yes, we need this. This is metal salvage, scrap from the Aurora that was flung out during the crash. You can use that to make titanium, as you will soon see. Oh, there's another one. Oh, in fact, there's some titanium right now. Okay. Come here, peeper.
New creature discovered.
If I was playing on survival, I could catch them, cook them, and eat them. But I'm not playing on survival, so I don't have to worry about that massively. We got these big guys. Whoop. Oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Hello. Got these big guys. Fortunately, this area here, where all these, like, sort of, all the mushrooms and everything, it's an area referred to as the safe shallows. And, you know, clue is kind of in the name. It's safe and it is shallow. And this is kind of the reason you survive. You get lucky enough to land in the safe shallows. Any of the other survivors, and there are other survivors, sort of, they unfortunately do not land in the safe shallows. They land in some of the far more dangerous areas of the map. I'm looking for bleeding limestone chunks right now, and I'm not seeing any. There'll be some kicking around here somewhere. Because I need more copper. Look, hey, come here. Copper. Oh shit. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Leave. Yeah. Crap. Yeah. You will learn to hate those. Oh boy, you are so gonna learn to hate those bloody things if you play this game. They are really annoying. Interestingly enough, although they look like fish, I don't know if you sort of caught sight of it. They look like fish. They're actually plants. Hello. Look at the limestone.
Sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Is it? I'm gonna need that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you mind? I'm not releasing your orbs of death around me, please. Now, there's a couple of things we need to craft. Oh, quartz. Yes, please. Definitely gonna need quartz. Oh, hello. Copper. Is that sandstone? Ah.
Silver-based wiring kits are an essential
Silver and gold.
of many habitat
Ooh, and
modules.
lead. Is that lead? I think that was lead. Where was that? There we go. I think it's time to head for the surface, or I will drown. Oh, that wouldn't be good.
Oxygen.
Yes, yes, yes. Ah, no. Where's my... Damn it. Right, okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff. I don't specifically know if that will be enough to craft what I need to craft. Probably will on some level. Right. A bit smoky in here, but we'll deal with that. Right, so we can make some titanium using the metal salvage I got, and we'll need plenty of titanium, trust me. I love this thing. It's lovely. It's just it's a fabricator. It's basically like a replicator from Star Wars. Only you need to specifically put stuff in order to get stuff out. I need an air bladder. I don't need that. What I need is... So I need a battery. And I have enough for a battery. First things first, you definitely need... Great! Power cell.
New blueprint acquired.
We need a scanner.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
So for that we need creepvine seed clusters. This is kind of how it works. You sort of look at what you can build it, and then you can use that stuff you built to get to the next stage. Yeah, just giving myself a standard O2 tank. Now I can last for 75 seconds underwater rather than 45. Yay for more time underwater. Seeing as the whole game is underwater, you're kind of going to need that. Anyway, we need the fins. We definitely need the fins. We also need the repair tool, the knife. And we're going to need a flashlight as well, actually. If we make... Could we do another battery? And what was it? What was the other thing I needed? It was battery and glass. Well, we can make some glass too, because we picked up quartz. 2 quartz equals glass, apparently. And we can make a flashlight. Don't think we specifically need it at the moment, but yay, flashlights. Ding. Someone's messaging me. I may have accidentally left my instant messenger programs open. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Anyway, where are... Ah, there it is. So I can stay underwater for longer now. Obviously that's useful as hell. Sun's going down, which is a problem. Here's my scanner. Let's scan things. Scan you. Scanning. Scanning. Come here, you. Scanning. You can pretty much scan everything. Strictly speaking, you don't have to, but it punts everything you scan into like a big database, and you can look up plenty of information about everything. And it's scanning. You know, why would you not want to scan something? Creature egg. Don't need that, at least not yet. Now. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, this planet has 2 moons. It's got that. See, this is the thing. Some people say that this planet is a moon of that planet. Some people say that that planet's the moon of this planet. Actually, what I think, this planet is almost entirely water. That one seems to be almost, well, not water. My guess is that this planet is like in a synchronous orbit of that planet, like these two orbit around each other.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes.
And that's just there. That one doesn't move. That's like the moon in any other game, I suppose. And that one does, which looks pretty cool. Anyway, we need some of these glowy things from a slightly more dangerous area. Scan that. If I need to scan the... Hello. Things slow down a bit at night because it's nighttime. Come on. Normal. Nice. Oh yeah, we need this shit. Scan that too.
New blueprint acquired.
New blueprints. I'm perfectly happy with new blueprints. There will be a lot of new blueprints required over this. I don't know if I'm going to do a full playthrough of this. Maybe we'll see how popular it is. I mean, I don't see any particular reason not to do a full playthrough of it, but I mean, there's a lot of games I want to stream. Like, I've already started Anno. I'm probably eventually going to finish that one as well. I mean, if I'm streaming every week, you know, I don't want to just stream the same game over and over and over again. I mean, it's good, but it's also a bit boring for people, you know. So I want to be able to mix and match it. I want to diversify things a little bit. That. Another one of those. I don't need that. I can now build that fins. That improves my swimming speed, so that's good.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment, using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Yay. In other words, they're deciding for us.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Yay, thanks Abraxas Prime. But it's kind of one of the decisions they made in the early thing, that they didn't want any guns. You do eventually get a couple of guns, but they're not like guns that you actually attack directly with. You'll see what I mean when we get to them. It probably won't happen in this stream, but Gasopod. Let me scan you. Give me your precious information. Blimey. They're really going for it, ain't they? What am I looking for? That's right, I need cave sulfur, which means going near those exploding things. Let's get my knife out. In fact, no, let's not do the knife. Let's get out the flashlight, because I can't see a bloody thing right now. Ha 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 ha.
30 seconds.
Yes, 30 seconds. Hang on. Quick, quick, quick. Scan, 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 scan. Gotcha. Well, we got the cave sulfur, so that was lucky. It's a good job. In a way, it was kind of lucky that happened, really, but I still would have preferred it not to. Seeing as I've taken damage. Actually, I should heal that once I get back. Swimming, swimming, swimming. You do a lot of that in this game. Unsurprisingly, really. Right. So, now that we have cave sulfur, we can make a repair tool. A computer chip, a wiring chip, and a battery. What do I need for a computer chip? No, in fact, I don't think I need to build that yet. What we need to do Hey, we need to repair some. Yeah, sure. Touch the dangerous end of the gun. Well done. And cable goes up. Whoop.
Lifepod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to
Nice.
databank. Detecting increased local radiation levels.
Of course you are.
Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
And let's turn the radio on. Broadcasting emergency distress call. Oh, says it itself. Yay. Okay.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
That's a real kind of crap your pants moment, isn't it? Because it's like, wait, rescue in 99999? That's as high as the number goes, isn't it? There's nothing coming to rescue us now. Anyway, let's eat that. So anyway, yeah, blueprints. As I said, this list here you've got will grow so big as time goes on. Especially because you get new blueprints by finding materials that you can actually make into things, but you also get new blueprints by scanning, and this is why the scan thing is useful. You scan like wreckage pieces, and you scan them like you get. In fact, I'll tell you what. Show, don't tell. Let's see if we can go find one. There's bound to be some wreckage around here somewhere. See, this is the thing, my orientation is slightly off. I'm fairly sure the starting location is random. Like, I think it has a general area, but I'm pretty sure it's random. Ah, like here, right? This is a sea guide fragment. You can't use it in and of itself, but if you scan it... Sea guide fragment scanned, overall progress, 50%, 1 of 2. So in other words, if I scan another sea glide fragment, if I'm lucky enough to be able to get one, no, that's a beacon. Those will come in handy as well. See, so I need to scan 2 beacons and 2 sea glides in order to then be able to actually use the item in question. And that's kind of where a lot of it comes from. Ah, no, yes. Ah, sea glide, yes.
30 seconds blueprint acquired.
Sea glide is really useful. It's basically the first sort of... It's not really a vehicle. It's one of those things you see people using in... They use it in movies. But you see them. It's one of those things that pulls you along without you having to actually do any swimming.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I'm going. Ugh, honestly. Such a needy bloody computer, honestly. The Aurora is still sitting pretty. For the record, that is not just window dressing. We can actually go to the Aurora. The Aurora is a physical thing that actually is a physical part of the world, and it's really good. Wait, what can I scan? You said I could scan. Ah, this. Giant coral tubes. Yay, I guess. More quartz. I shall need that. Oh, sandstone. Yep, scan that too. Can I scan this? Yes, I can scan the shuttle bug. Scan it. Scan everything. Lead and silver. I'm feeling rather lucky finding this stuff. Oh look, there's one of these things. Yes, give me oxygen. I'm gonna need it. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That's nice. Oh yeah, I can scan you too. Scanning. It's nice that they just give you this sort of oxygen these things do. It's very nice. I will be spending so much time collecting resources in this game. Especially like late game. Late game stuff needs so many resources. You will literally spend hours of your life just looking for quartz and looking for titanium and looking for pretty much friggin' everything. Right, so we've got the sea glide fragment. Yeah, I did collect 2 of those. Yeah, I collected 2 of those. Hey, Lava Jewel. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome one and all. Welcome one, I should say. Hi, how you doing? Just noticed you there in the chat. Right, I need to build a sea glide. Where's the sea glide? Is it deployables? Yes, there it is. Sea glide. So we need a battery. We need lubricant, and we need copper wire. Can I make a battery? I can't. But we can make copper wire. And we need 2 acid mushrooms for a battery. What was the other thing I needed? Lubricant? What is lubricant? Lubricant. I need one of those. Okay, so we'll grab a couple of these, and then we'll swim. What direction was it? Not that direction. And that way goes off in another way, I think. Ah, there it is. Right. Let's head back over there. Once we got the Sea Glide, we can move around a bit quicker. It gives us more avenue to explore, and because we can move quicker, it means we can go a little deeper within the time that we have under the water. Relatively speaking, of course. Yeah, I don't need to do that yet. Hello. Hi. Stalker. Ooh. Ah! Damn it. I'm gonna be a smart ass. Stalkers will be the bane of your life, but they're useful because they can drop these stalker teeth. And these come in much handy later on.
Acquired.
Don't need them yet, but gathering them up when you see them for future reference, that's useful. Come here, Rabbit Ray. I do like the design on all of the alien creatures in this, because they don't feel designed. You know, you look at them and you think, yeah, that's probably something that would exist in an alien world. And yeah, I love the design. They've done a fantastic job in this. And they're planning DLC for this game, which I am so looking forward to. I fell in love with this game the moment I first played it, and I have watched it grow over several years in early access. And I'm just, so good. Okay, so we built that. We need
is essential in
battery.
construction of vehicles and power plants.
Yeah, lubricant. Yeah, we're, unfortunately we are going to need that. Oh, I can build that. Okay, so let's build, hold up, let's build the Sea Glide. Nice and big.
The Sea
Sea
Glide
Glide.
will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay
need
within
2
5
glides.
kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
I need one more piece of quartz. Here, I'll show you the Sea Glide. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those sort of propeller things, but it comes with a little map, which you can turn off if you feel it's getting in your way, as I mostly do. I'm not blind. I can actually see in front of me. That's a volcano. You get a couple of these volcano places. Useful if you want to build a thermal power plant. But only, really, that's their only real use. The lava you get further down, because you go really far down in this game. I'm not going to tell you how far in terms of a number, but lava is quite a common scene. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, I need glass. Glass. And then we can build... Oh, that's right. Can't quite build that yet because I have it in my equipment, but I don't have it in my inventory. That's the thing. So I need to take it out of that and there we go. And nice. 135 seconds underwater. Yes. Now that's the kind of equipment you need. Right. So next up, could get a habitat builder, a flare. Mobile vehicle bay. See, that's good, but I don't have any vehicles to build with it yet. And beacon we don't need yet. So I suppose the next thing to build... Oh, I can't build that yet. It's there, but I don't know what it actually needs. Oh, hey, a message. Oh, hold that thought.
Plan pre-recorded distress call.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Hey. So, I mentioned before, you get beacons. And this list will grow as we get signals from other life pods. It's 100 meters down. I can get to that. Where is it? It depends entirely on sort of where it is. Actually, let me just... If I change it to red... Oh, there it is. Ooh. Bit of a distance. I can make that. Stay near the top. So that... at least you'll get to see some of the many diverse biomes this game has to offer. Trust me when I say, there's a lot of them. Another signal. Okay, now you give me a choice. Do I go... Well, technically... No, bugger, I'm just going to keep going. I've started, so I'll finish. I can't remember, what's the depth you can go down to before you start losing oxygen really quickly? I can't remember what that is. I think it might actually be 100, but if they're at 100, then I can get to them fairly easily. And we move into the new biome. Red grass. Dangerous place. There it is. You get these guys. I'll get to that in a second. Check this out. They're called reefbacks. 3 guesses why. Scan them and...
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Yeah, they're so big and so flat, things literally grow on their body. Which is kind of cool. Hang on, just running out of oxygen again. Take a breath. Oh, we missed the eclipse. Yeah, the planet will actually eclipse the sun. Looks like it was only going to be a sort of a partial half-y eclipse rather than anything else, but the planet actually eclipses the sun. If you're lucky, you can catch like a full proper eclipse. And that's bloody amazing, I tell you. Okay, so we'll hover above him. Take a breath and down. Down, down, down. What's this? Seamoth fragment. Yes, please. Need 3 for that. So we got this. PDA. But unfortunately, as you can see, we made it in time.
New PDA data.
Which is unfortunate. And as you can probably guess, with this being a single-player game and all, that's pretty much how you're going to find everyone. Spoiler alert. Yeah, you are literally the only one who survives the long term. As I said, because your life pod happened to land in the safe shallows, that's the only reason you survive long term. You get lucky, basically. That's the key on this. You get very, very lucky. Okay. Let's go back and see what the other signal was, shall we? Nothing good. It's actually useful to follow the signals that these guys actually leave, because usually you will get something. You know, usually it's something simple like a PDA, but there can actually be useful stuff hidden in these things. Like, you know, I found the Seamoth fragment nearby. That's bloody useful. Okay, so we can turn you off now. We don't need that anymore.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call. Laying back.
This is Lifepod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic.
Ooh.
Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Where's 3?
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh, so where are you? Over there. Well, that's not too bad. Shallows. They're not too far away at all. I could have done both in once, I suppose, but I guess it never occurred to me. Oh well. Let's just keep going and see what happens. Oh, hang on, is that wreckage or is that... Oh, that's wreckage. Oh, hang on, let me just explore the wreckage. Whee! Wreckage can be useful because we find a number of things to scan in this wreckage, assuming we can get into it. Sometimes you need to cut your way in with a drill. Oh, hang on, nope. Get this out. Here we go. Ooh. Hey, scannable stuff. Can I scan that? Oh, there it goes. Mobile vehicle bay. Yes, we need that. We can scan the light. Nice. Stasis rifle. See? Told you there were guns in the game. You get a stasis rifle. Grav trap. That's nice. Take that. Ooh, scan the bench.
Integrating new PDA data.
And scan the chair.
New blueprint.
Scan desk. Told you, you end up with a lot of stuff by the end of this.
New
Oh,
blueprint
what's that? Oh,
acquired.
another part of the stasis rifle. Yes, please. And now we can build a stasis rifle.
New
Success.
blueprint acquired.
Unfortunately, it looks like I can't open that door. There probably wasn't anything too much work in there. This is a pretty small thing. In fact, there, look, it just leads outside. Oh dear, it's gone dark. It's gone dark, and I forgot what I was doing. Here we go. This thing has a light. Obviously, you have to be careful about the light and stuff, because obviously it drains the battery and the thing. Bandit PDA. What do we get? Data box.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ooh, compass. Not bad. Now that will. Helps you to orientate yourself. It's not massively useful, but it helps a little bit. It's just one of those things that's sort of nice to have. Okay, so that's two things we've said hello to. Cross those off the list. Breath of fresh air. Here we go. And in. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of new blueprints. Got a rebreathe. Oh, hey, we got a rebreather already. Conserve oxygen when diving deeper. Yeah, that'll come in handy later. We need one more thing first. I might build that actually. Fiber mesh and a wiring kit. That's not too much to need. Stasis rifle. You get a laser cutter. Unknown ingredients, unfortunately. And let's see, guys. So it keeps track of how well you're doing with all this stuff. Like obviously, I got 1 out of 3 for the sea moth. 1 out of 3 with the mobile vehicle bay. So it really comes down to, you don't necessarily always have something specific you need to do. Sometimes you just explore for the sake of exploration, you know. And again, it's that kind of game, you know. That's why this game is bloody awesome. I freaking love this game so much. And if you look at the data bank, you can see all the stuff I've been collecting, you know, stasis rifle things, and just mark all these off now because it's going to annoy me otherwise. But it'll also give us a chance to look at the data we've downloaded, Aurora survivors, and you can play.
Hear the crash? I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Oh dear.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cell rigged to this one should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
Oh, sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the life pod.
You're calm about this.
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
Yeah. These guys, as he said, you know, they were here to build a phase gate. Presumably allows for faster travel around, you know. It's a standard sci-fi thing. You kind of build it's kind of a Stargate kind of thing, you know. You build a device that allows instantaneous travel between 2 points by connecting them via a wormhole. so it allows for faster travel around here, there, and everywhere. All that sort of stuff. So, you know, it's fairly established science fiction babble, really. And obviously that's just how it works in this world. You know, I do believe they have a form of sort of warp travel as well. It's not exactly clear whether that is a thing or whether that's just what it is that happens in the end cutscene, if we ever get that far. The end cutscene of this game is trippy as hell, but I love it. And they actually tease the DLC they're planning in the end cutscene, which is very odd, because they talked about it briefly after the main game came out, because a lot of people simply updated their already completed save files, whereas what I did is I decided to start again from scratch because I freaking love this game, and any chance to play it through again, yes, please. Okay, so we'll drop those out because they're taking up a lot of space. We'll pull that out. Up.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's
Oh dear.
drive core may result in a quantum detonation.
It's
Continuing to
looking
monitor.
pretty fine so far. I think we'll be alright. Okay, so what do we need next? Let's see now. That's right. I can build a wiring kit. Build a wiring kit. And then the mesh. What was it? A mesh tile? A mesh? No, fabric mesh. What was it? This is roughly. I don't need that. It was. Oh, I know what I need for that. Oh, we're gonna get a bit of an eclipse. Hang on. Watch this for a second. Doesn't look like it's gonna be full. I mean, it might be. See how long it takes to get there. Let's just watch. Ooh, it's definitely going to catch it. And you see, the best thing to do is to get it when it's like right here in the middle of the planet. This is just going to be a sort of a clipping the edge of the planet thing. Assuming that's the planet and not the moon. I really don't know what the system of this place is like. As I said, I think it's a planet of water and what looks like a planet of fire that are just rotating around each other. Probably on some sort of equal point. Now, you see, it's just clipping the edge here. It's not going full bore, but you can see it doesn't get noticeably darker. We'll have to wait a while for the proper one. Still looks pretty. Right. So if memory serves, I don't remember exactly how many I need, but get that.
New blueprint acquired.
2. Success. We can get the rebreather. What the rebreather does, it doesn't like increase the amount of air you have, but once you go past a certain depth and you're not like protected in a vehicle or something, you'll start losing oxygen faster. Like rather than, you know, 3 seconds being 3 seconds, you know, it's like 2 seconds is 3 seconds. So you have to be very careful with that kind of stuff. And the rebreather basically stops that from being a thing. As it said, you know, conserves oxygen when diving deeper, absorbs and recycles CO2 into breathable air. It basically means you last longer underwater. Again, you know, which is, as I said, that's kind of the whole point of the bleeding game. So that's good. So what else have we got? Anything else I can build that's useful? Oh, the compass. Copper wire and a wiring kit. We have no copper, and we have no silver. So what's that? Pathfinder tool. Right, yeah. I don't think I ever used that. You can get a propulsion cannon and a stasis rod, but these are the guns I'm telling you about. I know that looks like a gun, but that's just a laser cutter, and you can't use it for actually attacking. You can't use anything for attacking except a knife, which is the point. It's not supposed to be that kind of game. You know, it's a survival game where you're supposed to be surviving against the odds. That's the whole point. So what's over in this direction? I think... yeah, the red grass area again. Here we go. Come on. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. find some more things with scanning. Let's see. Ooh, bioreactor. Useful. Scan the salvage. You don't really need to scan that. Nuclear waste disposal.
New blueprint acquired.
Pretty sure you don't. Your nuclear shop stuff or something now. Bioreactor. As you can probably guess by the nuclear waste, yes, you can build a nuclear reactor.
New
Scanner room,
blueprint
yes please.
acquired.
Scanner room. That'll really come in handy. More CMOS
Integrating
fragments.
new PDA data.
Nice. Anything else can be around that's useful? I do hope so. Anything? Nope. Okay then. What we now need to look for is some sandstone. Just sort of dotted around in the grass somewhere. In theory, I mean, there's two places you can get sandstone. One is in this sort of red grass area. The other is at the very bottom of the green area. All the areas are kind of... Whoa! Crap. Where's the... I guess I was getting a little too close to the aurora. Radiation detected. Oh no.
Thirty seconds.
Laser cutter. Yes, please. 30 seconds. Go up. Go along. Bright sunlight. Wow, they're really bright. There it goes. Oh, just yeah, a little too close to the aurora. Yeah, let's not go in that direction. What's this? In order to get near the aurora, we have to counter the radiation, and that means finding the radiation suit. Bar table.
New blueprint acquired.
Because why not? Well, at least we can build a CMOF now. That's like... Yes. Can't build those for some reason. Don't know what. What's this? Hey, it's a time capsule. Curiously enough, these things are gifts from other people's games. When you complete the game... Ah! What happened? When you complete the game, you can launch a time capsule. And it ends up in someone else's game, which is a really neat idea actually. And you can give them a maximum of 6 items that they can use in their game, as well as a message. When I last completed it...
Note. Craig McGill crash-landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked a tame Star Wall. If he can do all that, you can survive one more day.
Yay.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah.
Local scans
Anyway,
show a nearby cave entrance,
probably go up.
depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Yeah, I'm not going to go down there yet. I'm going to wait for the CMOF before I move in there. Tempting, but no. So what did I get? So some water. Oh, hey, someone gave me a stasis rifle. See, this is the thing. You can give people gifts. So someone gave me some filtered water, and the other person gave me a free stasis rifle. That is awesome. Who are you? Don't know. Pathfinder tool, CMOF. I remember when I did it, I took a picture of an eclipse. I don't know if anybody will ever find it. I don't know if it got approved, but I put in a picture of the eclipse and 6 pieces of kyanite, which is one of the rarest... It's not really rare, but it's one of the latest things you have to sort of get, and you have to go all the way down to the lava zone in order to get it. Like end game level stuff. So if they found it early enough, it would have been really useful for them because it would have saved them a trip down there. And I just put a sort of goodbye to the game and the world, because I had played it. I'd played Subnautica for literally years, sort of on and off, watching the game grow with each one. And have you ever played like a really, really, really good game, like a game that you have put so much into, and you get to that point where you actually don't want the game to end? I was kind of like that with Breath of the Wild. Like, I was having so much fun just exploring Hyrule in Breath of the Wild, and you know, playing with all the dungeons and going for as close to 100% with those as I could. I was deliberately putting off ending the experience because you don't want to have to draw that line under it. You want it to keep going for as long as possible. And it was kind of like that with this. I was genuinely going to miss Subnautica. I mean, yeah, you can come back to it, but that first time through the game, even if it's like not technically your first time, but the first time playing through the game from start to finish, it's always something special. And you can't get that back. You know, it's, people say that, you know, oh, if you could erase your mind, what would be the first game you'd want to replay again? And was that story real? There was a story I saw running around on Twitter that a man tried to give himself brain damage so he could replay Skyrim. Is that true? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Skyrim's a great game, but was it time capsules? Beautiful, hostile world. When I first dove into the depths, my first thoughts were not of how I was going to survive, but of how beautiful the ocean floor was. It's hard to imagine that this hostile and dangerous world I found myself on has such breathtakingly beautiful places. It almost makes me not want to leave. But if you are reading this, then I am long gone, but the beauty of this world will live on in the memory of my successors. S. Pullen, 24th of the 1st, 2018. Now that's been sitting around for a couple of months. Always have one handy. Stasis rifle will not harm any creature, but it will stop you for some period of time, so always keep it by your side. Yeah, that's a pretty good use for it. That's very good. I like that. Well done to whoever sent that one off. Thank you for the gift of the stasis rifle. I don't really use it, but thank you anyway. That is actually genuinely quite nice. What was I doing? I was doing something, and now I can't remember what the hell it was. That's right, I was looking for, I was looking for copper and other such things, wasn't I? I'm probably going to have to take a bathroom break in a minute. Why are you not... You're supposed to be... There. That'll do it. Oh, hello. Ah, here we go, look. Watch this. Ah, no, stay up. Stay up. There. Now this is what a full eclipse looks like. Now that is friggin' awesome. Look how dark it gets. It's amazing. And it's only for like a split second because it's moving so fast. But the fact that they added in that detail is so good. And I love it, and it looks awesome and amazing and terrifying. But it's good fun. It's good fun. Right, now, if we're lucky, there's some copper. I need 2 copper and 2 silver. So we've already got 1 copper. Ding! Check that off the list. That's more metal salvage. I don't know what that was then. Okay, we should be able to... Titanium. I'll take some quartz while I'm here. Titanium.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Gee, thanks. Yeah, because that's totally never happened to me before.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Yeah, swimming was my favorite activity because I didn't have a choice. Right. I need to keep looking for... There's the copper, but I need... sandstone, that's what I'm looking for. There's one silver. Actually, let me just... There we go. Gold. I really don't need gold. Bound to be some kicking around here somewhere. What's that exactly? We got some gold. We still need more silver though. Where are you? Lead. I don't mind picking up lead because I will eventually need lead. Oh shoot. Got it wrong. Hello. Whew, okay, you know what? I think I'm coming out of there for now. This, I will be honest, this game can get a little intimidating. It can actually get a bit terrifying. Because, you know, you're trapped completely alone, deep underwater, and there are things trying to kill you. It's borderline horror. In the best possible way. It's one of the reasons probably why I like this game as much as I do, you know? Titanium. Pick up some more of this crash powder. I literally did not know there was this one in this area. Yeah. Oof. Doing this stuff like this makes my nerves go on edge. Honestly. I'm still looking for more bleeding sandstone. Come on, guys. Gotta be more than this. Sandstone. Oh. Silver. Wait, was silver what I wanted? Yes, silver was what I wanted. I wonder if I can grab a couple more. Sandstone tends to be a little more prominent in caves, I think. It's a bit random and a bit arbitrary anyway, you know. Oh, you found this, you found that. Oh, well, congratulations. Now go find 16 of something else, please. Oh, hang on. Oh, oxygen. Okay. We've got the 2 pieces of silver I need, but I would like one more. Nope, that's lead again. I'm not... there it goes. Okay, that'll do it. I have to go home. I'm getting the hell out of here. Oop. Bit of loading lag. This game is pretty well optimized. There's still a few minor bugs and glitches here, there, and everywhere. And you do still get a little loading drops here or there, but for the most part it's actually pretty well optimized. I believe it's out on the Xbox One as well. Because originally, the original version of this game was going to include like proper terraforming. You could like deform the sand and everything like that, which was actually pretty good. But I believe they dropped that because it wasn't going to be possible on the Xbox One, which is kind of a shame, you know. But whatever. What the hell was I even building doing this? Compass. That was good. Yay. You know, to be honest, I was kind of hoping that between starting to look for stuff and finding stuff that, ooh, actually I ended up with a lot of stuff there. Something nice would show up. So let's see, we get rid of that, and that. We don't need that anymore. Find a place to dump this. This should do it. And we'll get rid of you. Because I don't need them. They're fine. I mean, they're useful if you're playing on survival, but I'm not playing on survival. I'm playing on... So I was kind of hoping I'd get another distress signal call, but that doesn't seem to have kicked off yet. So what else can I build? I could build a habitat thingy. battery, a computer chip. What do I need for... Oh, I freaking hate having to build computer chips. They're so annoying. Right, for that we need copper and gold. So, gold. We've only got 1 copper. We're going to need silver again. This is my point. Whenever you set your mind on building something, you have to go, okay, what do I actually need in order to build it? And then you go, then you kind of end up with the shopping list of things you need. So I need battery, which means I need acid mushrooms. Acid mushrooms are at least easy. Let's grab a couple of those. Copper shouldn't be too hard to find. If I can find one of those giant underground tubes, that'd be useful. If I can find one of those giant underground tubes. Oh, hang on, we got a message. Who's messaging me and why? Oh, blooming answer machine, honestly. Slave to our technological devices.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read?
Oh dear,
Over?
the Sunbeam.
Nothing but vacuum. These Alterra ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Alterra. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Yay! It's nice to have a friendly guy coming to rescue you. Ah, the Sunbeam. Let's go this way. Just noticed I'm running low on power for this battery.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Oh dear. Well, that can't be good. Probably isn't. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. It's bugger all you can do. Oh no, wait, this is where I was. Oh, I missed one. Lead? God damn it, I don't need lead. I'll need lead later. I don't need lead now. There's my second piece of silver, so that's technically enough. Now I need limestone. Hi. Goodbye. I'm going now. Where's the limestone? Oh, one thing I do also need, actually. I need you. Boy, howdy, am I going to need a lot of you. You need to build so many computer chips in this game. It's really annoying because the amount of stuff you need for a computer chip, you need a lot of stuff. And it's one of the things you will probably build the most. And it's actually very annoying. I mean, it's not hard, it's annoying. Because of how much stuff you actually need to get. What's that? Oh, yes please. Mobile vehicle bay. Bring it on. Ah, yes. Sweet! That's the next thing to build.
Neat blueprint acquired.
What's those? Grav trap, those I've got. Got all that. You just want to go looking for rest. That's more or less what you want to do. Sea glide, I've got that. And sea glide, I've got that. Okay, excellent. Another eclipse? Yep, another eclipse. They happen very frequently. So what do I actually need for a mobile vehicle bay? Because, to be perfectly honest, I can put off building the habitat for a bit. I'll need it eventually, but I wouldn't mind having the sea glide. So what do I need for a mobile vehicle? Deployables. We need a titanium ingot, lubricant, and a power cell. Power cells. What do I need for a power cell? 2 batteries and rubber. I can probably pull that off. Build a battery. Need copper again. So what was it? It was titanium ingot. Oh, I can build a titanium ingot. Lubricant. Quick find C cluster. I got one, didn't I? Ha ha ha. Yes, I do. Lubricant. There. So we need a piece of copper and some acid mushrooms. Nice. Again, that's the easy part. Oh, didn't it also say silicone rubber? What do I need for rubber? God, lubricant and rubber. This is, well, in that case we're fine on that. So I just need one single piece of copper. Just one, guys. Just one piece of copper. Can I have a piece of limestone, please? Limestone. Limestone. What's that? No, it's just a sea light. Don't need it. Strictly speaking, if you scan something that you've already got full scan on, you'll just get like you'll just get a couple of pieces of titanium. You'll get a couple of pieces of titanium, which is handy, but not immediately useful. Blooming heck, tripping over the words already here. I've only just been streaming for over an hour. Oh, come on. Where's the bloody limestone? I'm sure there was more in this game last time. Oh, this is gonna take a while. This is going to take a while. Where the bloody hell is all the limestone? What's this? Eye stalk. Yay, it glows. Yes.
30 seconds.
Oh, really? Shit. Oxygen. Take a breath.
It is your pride.
No.
To swim closer to the
There's the copper. Might as well while I'm here, right? Here we go. Okay. Hey Zero, I was wondering when you were gonna get here. Ironic, really. I'm probably not going to be streaming too much longer, but welcome anyway. Oh no, it's run out of power. Oh, bugger it, I might as well. Actually, I can use the battery I just unplugged. See, this is the thing. When you're crafting something, it doesn't matter whether the battery's full or empty. You can just use it anyway. It doesn't matter. Which is the great thing about it. So actually, yeah, I can use the battery I just unplugged from this. Yay! Yay for technicalities. To be honest, I'm glad it doesn't need full batteries. That would be annoying. It would be too annoying. Alright, so let's make another battery. Battery. And that's right, we need the power. Oh yeah. Pull this out. And we can make, that's right, rubber. Power cell. Big ass thing. And then a mobile vehicle bay. Success! Ugh. Just wait while this does its thing, because it takes ages to build, because it's complicated, I guess. Dump that on there for now. Okay, we'll drop you off over here. Actually, I think I'm gonna move that slightly. I need to... There. I drop you more over here. Yeah. That way, when I build something big, it falls into that big vat of water there. Right, vehicle bay. We can build the Seamoth. What do we need? Titanium ingot, power cell, glass, lubricant, and lead. This is going to take a while. I've got the lead, so that's a start. Lubricant I can get easily enough. Titanium ingot. I just need some more titanium. Shouldn't be too hard. I just need to find some scrap. Do I need how many sea focus do I just need one, okay. Just one. Just the one. That'll be good for me. Where's that? Nope, hey, he was trying to call us. Grab those. The hard part, again, is gonna be the goddamn power cell. Oh, actually, speaking of which, means I'm also gonna need rubber, which means I'm gonna need another one of these, so yay. Lubricants and rubber, this is a very kinky game. So how are you doing over there, Zero? I've been streaming for nearly an hour and 20 minutes now, so you're kind of late to the party.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location.
No shit, Sherlock.
I didn't know how bad, how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
Hey!
What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Well, that's right. I've already got rubber because it gives you 2 pieces of rubber. Okay, yay. You were in bed. Yeah, didn't the clocks, like, change for you guys last night? I feel like I got the sense of that from Twitter this morning. Because our clocks don't change for another 2 weeks. Yeah, daylight savings time. Yep, thought as much. Okay, so that's that. So, great thing about the blueprint section is you can actually just go into it and just see how well you're getting off. So we got the ingot, got the lubricant, got the lead. We need the glass. We need the glass. We can make 1 piece of glass. Copper, I'm gonna need that. Need 1 piece of lead. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do I need table coral samples? Probably not. But I haven't got any room to put them in. Oh well. But I did have one of those. Right, so I need a piece of copper, some acid mushrooms. Acid mushrooms are at least plentiful. It's the copper I've been having trouble finding. I don't know why, there's just none around. Just have not found any bleeding limestone anywhere. It's been very irritating. You gotta check in caves and this kind of crap. Oh, quartz. Yes, please. I need quartz. Oh, quartz. Yes, here we go. Okay, so that should be enough for the glass. So really, I just need 1 piece of copper. Again, I just need 1 single solitary piece of copper. Hello. Bang. Those are plants. These things, these are plants. Can you believe a plant has that much autonomy? Hey, there's the copper. Yeah, crash. They're called crash fish. 3 guesses why. They chase after you, they explode, and they're not very friendly. Back when you were able to deform the environment before they went up for the Xbox One version, they would actually blow big freaking holes in the environment. It was actually quite entertaining watching them do that. That should be enough. We can make 2 batteries. Battery. And battery. Success. Nice. Now what I'm going to quickly do is exchange these full batteries for ones. That's 62%. 96. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. No. Don't want to unload the battery, you idiot. There. Right, now we can use that to create power cell. They're kind of the fish equivalent of creepers. Yeah, they kind of are. They're not as bad as creepers because they show up in predictable, like, places. Oh dear.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the
You
drive
know what?
core.
I'm glad you're here
The
for this.
reactor will reach a supercritical
This is the cool
state
part.
in T-minus 10, 9, 8,
I thought I heard the explosion
7,
and then it just sort of...
6, 5,
Watch this.
3, 2.
Shark fan, just in time. And it happened at night, which makes it look even cooler. Yes, it is afternoon here. Yeah, we're not going home on that, guys. And now we get the radiation suit, of course.
For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Good timing, Shark fan. That was very good. You show up just in time to watch the giant frigging explosion. Do I not have... Oh, that's right. I didn't actually make the glass. Damn it. Forgot to make the glass. The explosion's great. It's kind of... That's the sort of moment where... Five mesh and ledge. See, that's nice and easy. I can make that. I can make that in a heartbeat. And I'm going to need to. Because now that the Aurora has exploded, we've got to go there and explore the wreck. Can you get any glass from the destroyed ship? Oddly enough, no. You can only get glass by crafting it using the quartz stuff I was picking up earlier. 2 pieces of quartz equals 1 piece of glass. I'm not sure why. I mean, it is a spaceship, so you would imagine there wouldn't be a lot of glass on a spaceship. Depends on sort of... Depends on if you go the sort of Star Trek force field route or not. Where is the... There you are. You do... Oh, for goodness sake, why the hell did you pick it up for? Why? You can find wrecks dotted around the landscape from the Aurora, but that's about it. But you do get some good stuff in the
The
wrecks.
Seamoth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Yay. My little Seamoth. First proper submarine of the game.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah, I love this thing. Right. Anyway. Not going to use it yet. Actually, let me just... Don't want to drain the bleeding battery from the bloody thing, do we? So what did I need for the rad suit? There you are. 2 fiber mesh and 2 lead. I should already have it. I think. Yep, 2 lead. So we just need the fiber mesh. What do we need for the fiber mesh? I think we need creepvine cluster. Ah, no, creepvine sample. Don't have room to put that away anyway. In the clock we've got... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how the water doesn't fill the Seamoth. I've never quite worked that one out yet. But if I ever do, I'll let you know. There must be some... Maybe there is like a force field on it or something. I'm not really sure how it works. I've never questioned it. You know, it's one of those things you just sort of have to accept as being kind of slightly gamey. I think in reality, you wouldn't be entering it whilst underwater, because you can eventually like build a room where you actually dock the Seamoth. And I think that's kind of probably how it's supposed to be used. I think. I literally have no idea, but it's funny, whatever it is. Okay, so we build that. And then we build the rat suit. Success. That's the radiation helmet. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the rebreather off. Put the radiation helmet on. And what I really need... I am going to need that fire extinguisher, actually. I need room to put on all this crap I don't need on me, but I don't really have any storage at the moment. So I'm just going to have to lug it around for a bit. Let's see, what am I going to do now? Actually, I am going to go to the Aurora. But I'm also going to go to the bathroom first. So, yeah, let me just stick up the be right back message. And we'll see. Put that. There you go. Hey, be right back, guys. And I'm back. Yeah, even got the big be right back thing looking pretty good. Alright. We're getting on towards daytime, so now is as good a time as any to head over to the Aurora. Hello. Ah, my lovely Seamoth. Actually, no, I mean, no, I really need to sort out my inventory because I'm going to end up with a lot of stuff. And this is the problem. Until you kind of build your own base, you kind of have limited inventory. What I will do, I take that out. And definitely put you in there. Definitely put you. I'm gonna need the repair tool. Survival knife. See, this is the problem with going to the Aurora, because I can go to the Aurora now, but I'm missing one of the major, like, tools for exploration. Oh, what's this? Tools for exploration.
Plan pre-recorded. Distress call.
This is Officer Keenan, Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Lifeboat 19. That's his last position, apparently. Where is it? There it is. That's a long way off. That's a long way off. Is this game on Steam? This game is totally on Steam. It was on early access for about, God, 2, nearly 3 years, and it hit its 1.0 update about a month and a half ago. Or was it in February? I can't even remember when it hit its 1.0 update. It hit its 1.0 update recently, so it is a full game. It's got a start, middle, and an end. So you can actually watch the credits roll, and they've got DLC planned for it as well. I totally recommend playing this game. This game is amazingly good. Like, the story, it actually has a story. It's not just like a, oh, survive as long as you can kind of game. Yeah, it actually has like a beginning, middle, and end story. Okay, so this is the sort of decision that I'm trying to qualify in my mind. In order to be able to explore all the areas of the Aurora, I need... I don't have the thing for it yet. I need the laser cutter. I need to be able to build the laser cutter. Because there are some doors in the Aurora that you need the laser cutter in order to get through, in order to be able to scan and see everything that there is to see in the Aurora. Right, nothing wrong or unusual about that, no problem. But I don't have it yet. Now, I can probably go to the Aurora and find pieces of the laser cutter, but then I've got to come back out of the Aurora in order to build the laser cutter, because there's no fabrication kits over there. So I've got this sort of split in my head of, do I just search around and hope to find pieces of a laser cutter, or should I just go to the Aurora and then come back and then go back to the Aurora? I'm tempted to just go to the Aurora anyway. What do you guys think? Should I go to the Aurora, or should I go looking for the laser cutter first? Because I can go to it now. But the thing is, the Aurora crash landed in the worst possible place in terms of the diversity of the area around there. You guys got an opinion on this one? Seeing as you're here. Just go to the Aurora because you're going to have to return anyway, right? You're gonna... Yeah, that is true. That is probably true. Okay, okay, we'll go to the Aurora. Whee! I really wish this game had multiplayer. There are guys working on like a mod for it. I don't know how stable it is though. So we'll see what happens on that front. There's a beacon. Maybe we can find, scope out the wreckage around here. Sea glide. Oh, hello. Oh dear. Yeah, no, there's more of them. You can find chunks of wreckage of the Aurora like this. Oh, you're off, are you, Shark Fan? Well, take care. This will be uploaded on my YouTube in a week. Anyway, so you can always play catch up, no worries. Now this place I can go into. Because... yeah, repair tool. Because this is the thing, there's two ways to open doors. You either repair them or you cut your way through them. Depending on whether it's got one of these next to it or if... You kind of learn the difference easily enough. And then you can open it and go inside. Hello. No, that's the wrong one. I want that. No, I want that. What we got? Oh, command chair. Scan it. Sea glide. I've got that. Ooh, what's this? What I get? What I get? What I get? Come on, open up. Oh, hang on. Almost got it. Yeah, for a sec. Can we take that? Is that it? Is that everything? Looks like it. Wow, that was useful. Well, I suppose I got the chair. I'm really hoping we're not going to run into one of the really bad creatures in this area. Hello, what's that? Oh, I know what that is. Cyclops engine fragment. The Cyclops is so big, you actually have to collect 3 scans of 3 separate parts of the whole device. That's how big it is. Anything down here? No, go away, please. I'm just really hoping we don't run into the really big fish. Because these guys are big. There's a bigger fish. There's a really bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish. I'm just really hoping we're not going to run into it. Because that would be bad for us. And as I said, unfortunately the Aurora landed in the worst possible place. I don't specifically know if they were like attracted to this area by the crash of the Aurora or if they were just naturally here anyway. But I mean the Aurora's pretty big. I mean, the only way in is to wait for it to explode and then go in through the giant hole the explosion just made. So that's the thing. I'm a little on edge right now, guys, I'll be honest with you. This is fucking terrifying stuff. Let's just hope we don't meet it. Ironically enough, the it I'm talking about is actually the 3rd largest creature in the whole game. There are ones that are much, much bigger.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I don't want to meet them either. God, you can... I don't know if you can hear it. But there's a roaring in the background that you always hear whenever you're sort of in their territory. Oh, hello.
Life form readings in this region are sparse.
You're kidding.
The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24
Just
hours.
sneak my way inside through the giant gap in the thing. Okay, we'll just go up here and we'll just park it here, shall we? Ooh. Do not want, do not like. Oh, I hate these things. Oh, they're just so... Ugh. Cave crawlers. Ugh. Do not like. Ah! Fuck off! Ah, fuck off! It's so annoying. All over the place. I mean, I could kill them with the knife. It almost doesn't seem to be worth it. Whoa. Oh, wow. Check that one. Guys! Give me 5 seconds! I'm busy! See? See how that's like glowing green? That's not a good sign. In a roundabout way, that's kind of the reason we're here. Okay, let's just go before those things decide to kill me.
Ship's structural integrity is low.
No kidding.
Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration
Laser
is
cutters?
conducted at your own risk.
I don't have any laser cutters yet. I haven't unlocked that. I'm working on it, but I haven't done it yet. Pretty awesome, though. I mean, this wreck looks amazing.
Scans show the digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain human tissues.
That's nice. Ugh. Laser cutter, where's Isaac Clarke when you need him? Yeah, he's probably on a different planet somewhere else. Fire extinguisher. Ooh, another first aid kit. Yes, please. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. I think I'll heal. Good heals, good heals. Now, let's put that there. Get rid of the fire. It's annoying. Get off on a distant planet investigating a different wreck ship. Ooh, pulsar.
Integrating new PDA data.
Nice.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data.
Yep. Well, don't worry, we'll find the black box eventually. Whoa! Stop that. What are you doing? Stop it. So many PDAs.
Integrating new PDA data.
Poster. Oh, hello. Hey, data terminal.
Integrating new
Got scans of
PDA
that
data.
stuff? Oh, and a battery. Yes, please. So what PDA data did we get? Might as well look at it while I'm here. Advanced series. Specimens with symptoms of infection. This is the green thing I told you about. Yeah. That'd be no good. Equipment, get rid of these. Radiation suit, propulsion cannon, blah, blah, blah. Show you those later. Vehicle. The Cyclops. Huge ass submarine. And I mean that quite literally. Thing's got a huge ass. Aurora survivors.
Propulsion, not repulsion.
Nope.
Exiting sleep mode. Loading voice recognition. Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer
Cargo bay
you
code.
identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
Hey, Berkeley. Install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion. Recalibrate sensors.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweaked the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know...
His name's Albert now.
Albert, I know it's not your fault, but it would really help me do my job if you'd bring me what I asked for. Thanks for your time.
Propulsion cannon retrieved.
Thank you. Now go away.
Entering hibernation mode.
Boss, this hobby of yours isn't making my job any easier. Or safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being so bored I take a spacewalk in my skivvies.
Scans of damage to the Aurora.
The guys on the Aurora were
naturally known
assholes.
offensive technologies.
Life forms, blah, 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 blah. Just get rid of these from the list because otherwise I'm going to be really annoyed. I do not like cave crawlers. They're irritating as hell. Sounds like a bad idea to force you to be polite. Yeah, well... I suppose even in the future people are assholes. Let's see what else I can find that's worth salvaging. This, that, and the other, presumably. Another PDA. What you got?
Integrating new
profile.
PDA data.
I'm not going to bother reading through all these because I don't want to wreck my voice too much. Actually, no, I don't need
Preparing
those.
the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Nope, don't need it. Anything worth scanning around here? Nutrient block, don't need. Nope, looks like a big no. You know, I've always wondered, because originally when I first played the game, I always assumed it was random, but I think the world you are in is not random, but there are certain elements of the world that are, and I think like locations of these item chests are pretty random. I think locations of your start point are random, I think. And I think there's like, the world itself is like set in stone, but there's randomness within the world, which I think is it's a good compromise. Oh no. No, get off. Get off. Goddamn biters. Bleeders, I suppose they're called. Hold that thought. If I can just get you there. Hello. Come here. Ha. I got you. Ah, and the door opens. Now this, memory serves, is technically one of the places you can get hold of the CMOF fragments.
Integrating new PDA data.
Don't really need them now, but another CMOF fragment, don't need that. More PDA data, what was that? Take the bank, operational logs, oh, VR suit. VR suite. Yep, you gotta find some way to entertain yourself in space. You see, look, this is one of the doors that you need in order to, you have to cut your way through that in order to be able to progress. So we'll see what happens. Whoop, hold up.
The
Now I
dry
need-
core shielding sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
Just scooch past the fire. Good. And this is the engine room, everybody. Oh yeah, looks good, doesn't it? But we are here with our repair tool.
Warning, local
Scan it. There we
radiation
go.
at maximum tolerable level.
We can scan it and just there. Let's fix it.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Here we go.
New blueprint acquired.
If you do this,
Containment breach repaired.
it eventually turns off the radiation, like radiation levels apparently somehow magically go back down to normal within a couple of days' time of fixing a radiation leak. I mean, if we'd have known that, we could have fixed Chernobyl in a couple of days, you know. Apparently it's not a problem. Out you come. Not quite as realistic as you might imagine, but any holes here? No, again, pretty sure their location is randomized. Again, I'm never sure if something is randomized or if I just can't remember where it is. It's kind of a problem with me.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Come on.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Oh, there it is. Hello.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
At least they're easy to spot. You've got these giant sparks coming out of them.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
I don't think you could have Subnautica 2 exploring land, because clue is in the name of why it's called Subnautica. Mind.
Breaches detected.
I hate these bleeder things. They're annoying as hell. I'm just trying to fix the radiation. I don't know if they're even going to make a sequel to Subnautica. I mean, it's a massively popular game. This is Subnautica 2 Supernautica. Oh, for goodness sake. Bugger off.
Breaches detected.
I should heal myself. Oh, hang on. So it's, there you are. It surely would be Subnautica 2 Return of Sub. And then Subnautica 3 Supernautica. That's clearly what it should be. 3. Success. Astronautica. Actually, there kind of is that game already. There's what's it called? Astroneer. Which is also a really fun game. They recently did an update to that changes everything. Like, it changes completely how you build, like, all the stuff you need in order to actually progress in the game, and it's left me standing. And unfortunately, you see, this is all we can do for now. I was hoping to find pieces of a laser cutter here, but as I said, I think it's slightly random, and I didn't get any, which means I gotta go out and find some somewhere out in the world. So, coming here was partly pointless. Partly. So we'll just have to come back at a later point and see what we end up with. But yeah, Astroneer is a good game. It's still in early access, so you know, whether you're willing to try an early access game or not is, I suppose it's a debate. I mean, this was in early access. This is one of the best early access experiences I've had, equaled, I think, only with Slime Rancher, as just how fun the game was to play, even at the beginning, and then watching it grow was just amazing. Slime Rancher is another game I may consider doing streams of, if anyone out there is interested. If anyone out there is interested. Right. Now, where the hell is my vehicle? Where's my car? Whee! I don't like being so exposed. It's a bit creepy.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, creepy. Wait, when did this get damaged? Hold up. Hang on. There. Just in case I run into something that will eat me alive. Being inside the sub gives me some level of protection, but not a vast amount. It just means it takes 2 bites to kill me rather than 1. I know it's over there. I know the creature hangs around over there mostly and sometimes comes towards the ship. And that's the dangerous part. I'm just waiting to see it on the horizon, on the edge of the sort of fog. Oh, creepy as hell. Come on, let me... There we go. Oof. Bloody hate them. All I'll say is, trust me, you'll know it if you see it. I'm almost tempted to go over there and just show you, but I don't want to take the risk. I really, really don't. Let's have a quick... Should be safer over here. Because obviously, because all the creatures are alive, they do move. And you can run into them if you're not careful. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going back to my base. I'm going back to where it's safe. Whew. And breathe a collective sigh of relief. Whew. Wow, it's almost 5 o'clock. You know, I was only planning to stream for an hour and a half. I'm enjoying myself. I really am. I'm enjoying myself. Oh, although my throat is starting to hurt a little bit. So I probably won't be streaming for too much longer. I promised myself I wouldn't do another 2.5 hour live stream. And I'm probably going to end up doing another 2.5 hour live stream. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Right. We really do need that laser cutter. I'm trying to think. Where's a really good... I think we're just going to have to go exploring. See, there's no way I can get to that. That's way too far down, even for this baby. Because, I mean, it says at the top, it's, like, its limit is 200 meters. No. And that's, like, that's at 300. There's no way I can get to that. But I'm not beyond exploring off the beaten path and seeing what I can find. See, my next big sort of goal after I finish exploring the Aurora is to build myself a habitat and to start upgrading that, because the more I upgrade it and like the more stuff I add onto it. Can I go down here yet? I probably can. This is cool, actually. You find these little caves. You can go to an underground cave system. Partially.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Like bright purple. Giant mushrooms. What happens if I go too low? If I go too low, the ship starts taking damage. And that's obviously not a good thing. Let's see how... There's a thing over there. Maybe I can get a little closer to that. Hold up. Right. You know what?
Warning.
No,
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Okay.
The conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh yeah.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Yeah, I think even the rebreather super. I guess we're gonna have to save this for another time. I can't go low enough in this room. I need to get a vehicle upgrade in order to be able to just listening to all the fish splat against my windscreen. So what I'm really looking for, things like this. I'm looking for wrecks. And if I'm lucky, see, I need to drill my way in through that, but maybe I can find an alternate way in. Nope. Oh, hang on. Maybe that. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, if you go beyond the literal crush depth of the vehicle, it starts to crush and takes damage. And we've already got a mobile vehicle bay. I could check the wiki. This thing's got a pretty extensive wiki that obviously you need to check every once in a while to double check where things are. I could do that, but I'm probably not going to be playing it too much longer, so worst case scenario, I just won't find the laser cutter today. And we'll try for it next time I come to play the game. Whenever that ends up being. Seamoth. Vending machine. I really do need to look for the wreckage pieces. That's where I'm going to find the laser cutter most likely. In fact, I'll tell you what I can show you. I can't go too far down there, but that's the blood kelp zone. And I might be able to show you why it's called the Blood Kelp Zone. I mean, the ship's quite far away now, as is the thing, but I mean, this place is an endless ocean, which is really good, really cool. But there is something cool I want to show you in regards to that. In just one moment, I'll show you the Blood Kelp Zone, because we could go partially down into this. It goes down really far. But I can show you a bit of this. You can see how bloody creepy it is. Careful, 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 careful. Don't go down too far. But it's creepy. It's really bloody creepy. Can't see most of it. I can't go down far enough yet. Can't go down far enough yet. Trust me. I'll get down there, but we gotta climb the upgrade ladder first. But if memory serves, that's not where I was expecting him to be. I thought he was somewhere else. Or is he under the rocks here? Oh, hello. I thought there was something over here somewhere.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
We get the prawn suit. See, we can't scan the prawn suit itself until we get inside those parts of the Aurora that I can't yet get into. Now my oxygen is going to go down fast. Because I didn't bring the rebreather helmet with me because I wasn't expecting to do this. Moon pool. Ah, yes please, fucking moon pool. Oh yes, moon pool. I so need the moon pool. Oh hey, we got a message. I'm a bit busy right now, but I get that later. Yes, moon pool. Oh really?
New blueprint acquired.
Well, that's fine by me.
30 seconds.
I know. There. Wait for my oxygen to regen. Pop that again. I'm glad I got the moon pool. Actually, the moon pool's really annoying to get hold of sometimes. Depends on where you look, of course.
New blueprint acquired.
Try to look at. Oh, modification station. Yes, please. Another awesome thing. Oh, power cell charger. Yes. Oh, yes. This is good. This is a good place to be. What's in here? Disinfected water. Do not want. Anything else? Oh, hang on. Ah, light stick. Nice. Excuse me. Oh, I felt that building up and couldn't do anything about it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Where was the other one? Anything under there? Or, ah, that might be worth looking at. Let's see. I thought for the devs for this game didn't like weapons. No, there are no real weapons in the game. The torpedoes you can fire are just deterrent torpedoes. You fire them off and they like distract creatures. You fire them off and they either deter things from attacking you or they just fly off into the distance and like they sort of send out this signal that attracts creatures' attention. So no, there are no actual weapons in this game aside from the knife. It's a pacifist run. What's this? What I get? Vehicle upgrade console. Yes, please.
New blueprint acquired.
That's torpedo arm. Already got that. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it. Damn it. I was hopeful. Up. Looks like the sun's going down. That's nice. Where are we right now? Long way away from my life pod. Yeah. I guess it's just one of those things. They probably just thought, oh, torpedo just sounds cooler. Anyway, what direction? Hey look! Land! Bet you weren't
Biodiversity
expecting that.
in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
Thing is, this isn't, technically speaking, this is not normal land. This is a floating island. Like, it's literally floating because of these giant sacks that apparently help it to float. Yeah. Only a slightly terrifying idea there. But, yep, there it is. There's your floating island. How about that? But you know, if I don't want to go in, I'll rather go in one side. Wait, yay, watch out. Where is a good place to land? You had an idea like that? Don't swim in any pools on the surface. Is that a Life of Pi reference? If you find any flowers with teeth, run. There are a lot of flowers, but this is actually a nice place. This is a nice place to be. Figures the sun starts setting, so you're not really going to be able to see it properly. That's nice. Vauxhall shrub. Plenty of things to scan. Speckled Retter. Yes, Life of Pi reference. That was a weird movie. Enjoyable, but let's be honest, it all kind of hinges on the twist at the end. I mean, I suppose there's a lot of films like that, but I mean, it was a good twist. I genuinely didn't see it coming, and I was like, "Oh, that makes more sense." And yeah, but it's still a film that almost entirely hinges on the twist at the end. Almost could have been made by the Shyamalan. Hang on, I'm gonna need this. Ah, there we go. That's better. Problem is, you can't run and use your light at the same time, which is a little annoying. So you have to just waddle away. Hey, what the fucking things? See, what did I tell you? They are annoying as hell. Now I'm looking for some old ruins. We're gonna scan those too. Couldn't have been made by Shyamalan. It was good. Well, he made a couple of good films, and it was kind of the Lucas effect. It all went to his head. You know, he made a good film. Everyone praised him as like the next Spielberg, and we were wondered why he suddenly started making bad movies. Gee, I wonder why. Christ, I can't see a thing. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm just going at the moment. Where the bloody hell are those ruins I'm looking for? Bound to be around here somewhere. They don't seem to be on this side of the island, so they must be somewhere else. I've got to be careful. There is fall damage in this game. Despite the fact you spend almost no time on land, there is fall damage in this game. And it was really annoying when they added it. Because originally, there was no fall damage. Then they added fall damage. Guess what happened next? Where is the ruin? I know there's two on the mountain. Gotta be one knocking around here somewhere. Exploring an island. Oh no, this is turning into Dear Esther. Nah, this game's nowhere near as fucking pretentious as Dear Esther. Ah, here we go. Ruin. Scan that. This is what I was looking for. Exterior grow bed, potatoes, marble
New
melons.
blueprint acquired.
They look like potatoes. Chinese potato plant. Given how advanced the tech is, you think it would all be on one single multi-tool that changes based on what you're doing. That would have been a neat idea, but that's not what they went with. I guess they wanted you to do inventory juggling. Wall planter. Scanning it from the outside, apparently. These are the kind of bases you can build. Obviously, I'm not like able to build it at the moment. In fact, you can't even build the base like properly. You can't build these rooms until you scan this. No, they're not indigenous. I don't believe they're indigenous. Or it could be that they simply look like Chinese potato plants, and so that's simply what they were named. I don't know. Check it. Purple tablet. First signs of an alien intelligence. Ooh, big. We'll be using this later. Yay.
Integrating new PDA data.
Well, yeah, just because it's indigenous doesn't mean it doesn't have an Earth-based name. Huh? What's this? Ultra glide things.
New blueprint acquired.
Hello. Come here. You're gonna die now. PDA again. Ooh, battery.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, should scan that. Bulkhead. Oh yeah. We're not the first humans to set foot on this planet.
New blueprint.
Someone
acquired.
has definitely been here before.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
do you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
That's a way to prioritize.
Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
You can pick up their old logs.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People.
Everyone in this game is a dick. They kind
The
of are.
aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Yeah, the people in this game really are kind of dicks. It comes to something from Altera where literally all of human society in this thing is geared towards one thing, making money. And like when people have a relationship, it's actually considered not like a marriage. In this world, it's considered a contract. It's one of the weird things they created when they were making the lore for this. It's quite cool. Altera is the name of the company you work for.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash.
So you saw
The
that
only
at the
other
beginning of the game.
survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Integrating new PDA
Well, Altera's
data.
not exactly a hard name to come up with, let's be honest. That one.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
And it is a nice view. See the ass of a giant ship over
New
there.
blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Hey.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window.
That doesn't sound
No
ominous at all.
predators,
Quite.
fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
So yeah, there's all that. Just again, interestingly enough, the actual voice acting was one of the last things they added before the 1.0 update. They just got a whole bunch of people together to do some voice acting for the game. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying it's like world-class voice acting or anything, but I mean, for an indie game, it's pretty good voice acting. Characters sound like they actually give a shit about what they're saying, which is more than you can say for some AAA games these days, let's be honest. So I think that's everything I've needed on this island. I need to get back to my ship. Now that we've got quite a lot of stuff, we can move towards building a habitat. Just gotta be careful about which way around I go. Yeah, so I mean, strictly speaking, you're the only person alive on this planet, but there were others. Like, there were other survivors of the Aurora. There were other survivors who were here. Who were here before you. So yeah, we're not the first to set foot on this planet, and we're not even the first intelligent life forms to set foot on this planet. There have been others. Trust me, there have been others. So we'll go back to the thing. We'll see what those two messages were. What time is it? We'll see how it works. If I'm lucky, I may be able to trigger one more story point. And we'll see where we get up to. Just gotta get back there first. It's gonna take a bit of time. It's quite some distance away. We went far. Very far. Not that that's a bad thing, of course, but I mean the whole map is I think it's supposed to be like a plateau from an old, like, volcano, I believe. Dormant but not extinct, I should point out. And everywhere beyond this part of the planet is just endless bottomless ocean where giant Leviathan-sized class creatures exist. And this is the only area with non-Leviathan-sized creatures. And some Leviathan-sized creatures. That's one of the things I was trying to avoid when I was over at the Aurora. They're big. Clues in the name. I don't think I'll show you in this one, because I've got too much shit to do already. But I might well show you what exists beyond in the endless abyss. It's not pleasant. Bloody terrifying if you ask me, but yeah. It is weird. This game isn't like specifically designed to be a horror game, but it's not a million miles away. What we got?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Hey. Wasn't there another one? Did I get two? I guess not. Okay then. Guess I'm not going to be able to trigger that story moment. That's a shame. I was hoping I could do that today, but that takes like 40 minutes. So that's not going to work out. So what can I do? Well, I either go looking for the laser cutter and explore more of the Aurora, or I start setting about building a place to live. I can build that for some reason. So I still don't have enough for the laser cutter, but I can build a habitat builder. I've got plenty of batteries. Do I have enough stuff for a wiring kit? What a wiring kit. And I can build... Can you not pull your pod along? No, you can't actually move your... You can't move this. Like, one of the things... Where is it? I don't know if it says it there. No, it doesn't say. One of the things you do when you actually repair it is it activates a device that stops it drifting. Because that was actually a bug in the game for a long time. They couldn't stop the bloody thing drifting to the side whenever you were... hang on, we need gold. We also need copper. I don't have any copper. Why do I never have copper? Okay, let's build a computer chip. No, wiring key. I need copper. Yeah, we need... I don't have it. Let's go find some copper. Ooh, hang on. Maybe. Yes, one piece. Just need 2 pieces of copper. I will need some titanium soon. Plenty of titanium. Ooh, what's that? Oh, is it an eclipse? Is it going dark? Oh, no, it's just an eclipse. That's a shame. I was hoping it would be a full eclipse. You guys missed that earlier. There was a lovely full eclipse. But, nope, you missed it. Which is a shame. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Copper! That's exactly what I need. I'm also going to need some other stuff. We need glass and quartz. Right. Okay, so we can... there's a copper wire. Computer chip. Habitat builder. Okay, now we can build a home.
Tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Where's the rooms area? You can see the sort of thing. Like these are the sort of things you can build. Those are base pieces and rooms, multi-purpose room. So we're going to need some foundations. Don't really need those, but we will need. Where's the hatch? See, we need. We just need quartz. We don't actually need glass. Well, that's good. We're going to need a moon pool at some point. Need multi-purpose rooms. You can build some nice looking places actually. It's pretty good what you can actually build. So we need to find some quartz. I know we got some quartz in here. No, we don't have quartz in there. We need quartz and we need some... We need some of this. We need some quartz. Where's the quartz crystals? Where are you? You know, I am positive they've like reduced the amount of stuff you can just find in this game. Either that, or it's like because it's random. It's again, I'm really not sure if it's random or not. Ooh, there's a quirk. Hi. I'll take you. Oof. Boom. Titanium. Gonna need plenty of that. Okay. Ooh, yay. Still looking for quartz, guys. Do I need? Do I have even? Actually, where? Don't know where it would be. Ah, solar panel. Oh, I need copper. Christ, I need copper. Always copper. What's with the freaking obsession with copper in this game? Everything needs it, and it's so hard to find. Because you gotta find limestone chunks, and they kind of blend into the background if you didn't notice. Oh, what's that? I have another message. Is it the sunbeam again? If it is, I might be pushing my luck for time, but I might be able to trigger that event and then end with that. That would be a good way to end it. Let's see. If it is the sunbeam, great. If not,
high priority automated
nope.
message from Aurora. Live pod 13 coordinates attached. Live pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kasa. I said Kasa. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
burial. That sounds good. Yep, we got another one. I could probably get to that one, but I don't care. So how are we doing for inventory space? Ooh. Okay. Don't need any more titanium. What I need is quartz, and I'm not finding any. Okay. There's bound to be some kicking around here somewhere. Copper. Titanium. I'm gonna need at least 4 pieces of copper. Copper. Titanium, and my inventory's full. Fantastic. Where is the... There you are. Ah. I wasn't sure if the end of the Sunbeam story chain would trigger before I finish it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. So that being the case, I think I'll start to build my habitat, show you the basics of that, and then I'll probably call the stream to an end. In fact, no, if we... I'm gonna need that. If we drop that, and that. We don't need any of that stuff, I think. No, we don't need that. So we need copper. Constantly looking, never finding. Oh, there's some. Hee. I don't think I need too many pieces of quartz. Actually, no, I'd need 5 pieces of quartz. Quartz, where have I got? 4, so I need 1 more of that. I think I'll grab 6 just to be safe. Nope, don't need titanium. Copper. That's 4 pieces of copper. Can I find 1 more just to be on the safe side? That was titanium. I don't need more titanium. Oh, bugger, I've got it now. Great, so that should be, theoretically, everything I need to build my habitat. Now the question comes, is where do I build said habitat? I need a place that has a lot of room and space. I was tempted to build it around here somewhere, actually. But at the same time, you kind of don't want to build it near your life pod, because then you can have like your life pod in one place and the your habitat in another place, so it gives you kind of like 2 separate bases. That's usually a good idea for this kind of stuff. So there's a place I often look out for. Let's see if I can find it. See what we end up with. Those things are weird. Could build it on the edge here. Should overhang. If I built... It works. Actually, just get back up to the surface and refill my oxygen. So, I need fucking lead. Hold that thought, guys. Put a single tube under the pod and use it for storage. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, you can build, I think. You can, like, create small underwater storage things. But to be honest, it's much easier to just skip all that and just go straight for the habitat. Because it's not too much of a problem. Your inventory is that and everything. I can't believe I forgot about lead. No, actually, I'm going to need to... No, apparently I can't drop them in here. That's somewhat irritating. Hold that thought. Nope. We've actually thought about that. Oh god, what direction did I even... roughly this direction. Great, now I've lost track of where I was going to be. Should have built a beacon as well, but I can do that later. Around here. This looks good. Okay, so if we plonk that around there, or that one looks a bit higher, maybe. Ta-da! That's it, that's your base. Plonk down a second one. And then we plonk down a room. Hang on. Gotta put it in the right place. There. Nice. Now we need to power it. So that you can
it may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
You really want to build as many of these as possible. Why is it going dark? Oh, hey, Eclipse. Let's watch. These are fun. It goes really friggin' dark. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. That's so pretty. I love that. It's great. It's good fun. Okay, drop you. Wait, did that say it didn't have enough? Oh, damn it, we ran out of quartz. Well, 3 should be enough for now. No, wait, if I run out of quartz, I can't build a bleeding entrance. 2 should be enough for now. I can build more once I collect up some more stuff. What I want to do is I want to plonk down... hatch. Oh, nope. Dunk. We can go inside.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I have my base. Yay! How much stuff have I got left? Not a lot. See, just to set up that first set of stuff takes so much. But this is the start. This is from here we begin our great voyage. Now we've already begun the great voyage. from here we begin a very, very long chain of building room after room, because you've got that room there, and then I'm going to build another room here, probably 2 stories on that one. I'm going to build another room here next to that, and then that will lead in the moon pool, which will be over here. So you've got room, moon pool, another room there. I'll probably put a scanner room there or something maybe. And then beyond the moon pool will probably be an observatory room. I've got plans. I've got fucking plans. Because you really do need to think ahead of this stuff. Because, like, you know, what am I going to put in this room, in that room here. There's a second room that I'm going to put here. Might end up being storage. It depends on where the scanner room goes. Because I could put the scanner room there. Or it could go there. I'm not sure yet. Because there's a lot of... Because, I mean, you just have to look at the... where is it? Yeah, look, these are the rooms you can build. You got the multi-purpose room, which, you know, you can build whatever you want to in those rooms. I still need to find all the pieces of the scanner room, which is useful for finding more stuff, obviously. It's a scanning room. The moon pool allows you to upgrade your Seamoth. And when you get one, the prawn suit. And the observatories, they're just nice to have. So, yeah, you've really got to sort of think ahead, like, what is this room going to be? What is that room going to be? You don't have to plan ahead too much, because obviously you can delete them after the fact. But, yeah, that's the beginning of the base. I'm probably going to call it a day now, guys, because it's like 20 to 6 and rapidly getting on towards dinner time. Apparently we have a new message, but I'll leave that, whatever the hell that message is, for the next episode. So plenty of stuff. Another room I do want to build at one point. I'm going to build a nuclear reactor, because I'm going to need one, because the amount of power you get from a nuclear reactor is top class. So yeah, I think we'll climb up here. We'll just sort of end, I suppose, with the shot of the completely and totally smashed, destroyed, and otherwise irreparably damaged Aurora, which does look pretty cool. The explosion was amazing. Anyway, the episode, for those of you who missed the beginning, this episode will eventually be uploaded on my YouTube channel. Let me just pop that up for you. Hold up one moment. No, that's the wrong text. Hang on. I gotta put the right text in the right place. We get that. Hurry up. Thank you. Bonk. I should really do those in 2 different things. But, yeah, hang on. And I need to shrink it down to the right thing size to fit on the screen. There you go. That should do it. Plonk it there. Ding! Success! There, that's my YouTube channel, should you not already know what it is. The full stream will be uploaded to YouTube. I'm seemingly doing it like every week. Like last week's stream went up at about the same time I started this stream. That's 3 p.m. GMT, whatever that is. So yeah, I also upload a video to YouTube every single day. Just usually a 20-minute Let's Play video of something or other. Occasionally I dabble in podcasts. Haven't done one of those for a while because I've just been too busy with real life stuff, unfortunately. So yeah, and hopefully I'll be streaming again next Sunday. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Because streaming obviously requires that I be well enough to stream and not busy enough to stream, because obviously this... I've been going for... Christ, I've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. This is... yeah, this stream has gone on longer than I expected, but I was having fun. I love Subnautica. I think it's an amazing game. So yeah, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you whenever I next see you, I guess next week or YouTube or whatever. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye bye. And I'll say goodbye for about 6 frigging minutes while I wait for the stream to catch up. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye.